Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? I'm sure you have heard all this hoopla, especially when it comes to Florida, about our license plates and um, about the frames and and stuff like that, and how it's now a misdemeanor and you're going to get fined and I was laughing. I really was. Even lawyers like this guy. Uh, you see this? It says, warning, Florida now criminalizes any of these license plate frame or cover that obscures your tag even slightly. This is a misdemeanor with up to 60 days in jail and fines. Remove all frames immediately, out-of-state drivers included. Okay. So this here, okay, you see this? This is the actual misdemeanor, okay, where there is a plastic cover, okay, that is over the entire license plate. The entire license plate. Not just a frame that you buy that has pretty rhinestones and this, that, and the other. Okay. This is an actual misdemeanor right here. Okay. And how do I know this? Well, I live in Florida, first of all. Okay. And Sean and I were sitting here at home, and one of his buddies stops over, who happens to be a deputy. And we were like, hey, so what's this new law? Please can you, inquire minds want to know. And he's like, listen, he's just like, please don't worry about it. He said this whole thing, he said with the misdemeanors and everything, he said it's only the plastic coverings that go over the entire plate. He goes, you guys don't have that. He said the only people who actually put those on, he said, are the ones that are trying to get past not paying tolls. He said, and I said, well, go outside. I said, look at the cars. He goes, I've seen your cars. I said, go outside, look at the cars. I said, I don't want to take the Eagles frame off my car. And Sean's like, yeah. I mean, he's just like, yeah. He goes, no, you don't worry about that. I said, but why is everybody making all this hoopla? And he goes, because they can. And he goes, listen, he goes, could you get a fine for it? I guess. He goes, but listen, he goes, you're not going to get pulled over strictly because of that. All right. He goes, listen to me. He goes, it's not going to happen. He said, we have to have probable cause. I go, what do you mean? He goes, listen, he goes, you know that he's in, what do you want to call it? Substance enforcement. Okay, if you catch my drift. And he said, so if I'm pulling you over, it's because you already have a target on your back. He goes, you guys don't have a target on your backs. He goes, so nobody's going to pull you over for that. He goes, now if you're speeding and you're being an idiot, okay, he goes, we have to have another reason to pull you over. We have to have another reason in order to give you a ticket for that frame. He goes, we can't just pull you over just for that frame. He goes, there has to be another reason tied to it. He said, now if you do get pulled over and a deputy tries to give you a ticket for that frame, he goes, they're either a rookie or they don't know the law. He said, because there has to be another reason tied to that ticket. And he said, and generally, he said, you have to have a target. And he goes, and we know who drives what cars around here. And he goes, you guys are safe. I said, okay, I'm just saying, And he goes, yeah, no. He goes, because he's in substance enforcement. Okay. He goes, I know what cars. All deputies know what cars. Okay. And he goes, if we really want to pull somebody over for that because we know who they are, that's a reason that they'll use. He said, but he goes, no. He goes, your everyday guys and girls. He goes, like you and Sean. He goes, no. He goes, now if you're being a jackass and you're speeding, or you're being an idiot, he goes, we'll get you for the speeding. He goes, and then maybe I'll say, all right, now give me your Eagles frame. He goes, because I don't like the Eagles anyway. I was just like, you're an ass. And he goes, I know. But yeah, seriously, no. All this hoopla, it's because of the plastic frames that go around the entire plate. That's the actual misdemeanor. That's the possible jail time, which they're not going to do that on a first time offense. They're not going to do it. They're going to say, okay, here's a ticket. And if you don't pay the ticket, then you're in trouble. But other than that, all these people that are going, oh my God, take them off, take them off. No. He goes, because he even said, listen, it's not covering the license plate number and it's not covering the registration, which, by the way, I found out, the little yellow registration tags that'll say, okay, this is your birthday month and this is the year that you have to re-register your car for tax reasons or whatever. But that they're doing away with that now too, from what I understand. He said, because the deputy, he said to me, he said, go. He said, because your registration's up in April. I said, yeah. He said, go and get the PM. It's the permanent registration. He goes, I don't know how much it is, though. I said, it's okay. I said, I'll go get it. So me and Sean don't have to worry about doing registration every year, or we do it every 2 years. So they have permanent registration now. So I'm going to do it. I don't care. Oh my God, that's a load off our shoulders. Are you kidding? Oh, hell yeah. So there's that now too. But yeah, they're doing away with the yellow registration tickets. Now you can also do the permanent registration, to where you pay for it once, you don't have to do it anymore. And this whole thing with the frames, you can still have your pretty frames. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't. It's so dumb. I'm so tired of these people saying, well, you can't have that. It's no, yes, you can. As long as it doesn't cover up the license plate number, your registration tag, the little yellow sticker, and it doesn't cover up where it says Florida on it. You're fine. All right. If it's coming out of a deputy's mouth, trust me, you're fine. Honestly. So anyway, that's all I got. All right, I will see you guys in the next one, okay? You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping. And as always, fearless, God bless. I'll see you later.